He looked like a chicken, pecking for seed, but he wasn't smoking no weed. No, he was poking at the floor, grabbing fuzz. He didn't care no more. He had a buzz. 3 hours passed on that clock, and he was still steadily looking for rock. Tick tock, tick tock. Soon it been days, and he gotten it all kind of ways. Stealing, dealing, hardcore wheeling. One time, and the rubber starts peeling. He opens his eyes and begins to realize he ain't got to fight 'cause he's riding a bike. So he runs around the corner into the trees. He's tired, so he grabs his knees and pop. He feels his heart stop. He thinks of her breast, wishing she could hold him so he could rest. He lays back his head and thinks he's dead. His eyes are a burning red, and he knows this bed. He hits his head. Aw, shit, jail. He looks in the mirror. He's pale, skinny as a rail. Hold up, I need bail. He calls his homies, but they ain't home. And he don't know Christ, so his mind begins to roam. 2 lonely years pass, and he gets released, but he's not yet at peace. His boys, 1 and 3, where could they be? He's lost in a world that he knows no more, and the tears begin to pour. I had a girl, and her and them boys was my whole world. My life looks grim because I betrayed them. The pain in his heart begins to sting. Jesus could have fixed this thing. He could have had it made if he just would have prayed. Instead, he let that pain go to his head and thought he was better off dead. And he went to the last place he knew where all his fantasies could come true. He knew nothing else to do, so he grabbed his sack and headed right the fuck back to the crack. The pain wouldn't quit. His mind was a pit full of nothing but smiling babies and his wonderful lady. He takes a hit, a toke, and blows out the smoke. He put his feet on the floor and headed for the door. He had to find more. He started walking and talking to himself, trying to make sense of his life and all the strife. A car pulled up and said, "Get in, G, it's me." The tires spin and the conversation begins. "Where's my lady and the babies?" "Well, the boys are fine at the time, but she left us in her sleep right after you went to jail." About a week." He jumps out and drops the sack and runs right the fuck back to that crack. He goes in the door and found some more. He takes a hit, a toke, and blows out the smoke. Grabs his chest and thinks of her breasts, wishing she could hold him so he could rest. He loses his breath, and on his cheek he feels her caress. He lays back his head, and this time he is dead. Daddy's eyes are closed, and this is a coffin, not a bed. And the boys, they hit their heads. As the tears begin to fall, their eyes get red. And they walk away. And as they do, they pray. Dear Jesus, they wanted to be together forever more than ever. She gave up, and he gave in. All we ask is that you please reunite them again.